Hey guys, it's Weston here. So today I've got some really cool tech for under £25 for this November. So let's kick this off. So first up we've got the Syncwire Bluetooth speaker. So this comes in at just under £20 and it is a fantastic little speaker. So you can just see the speaker now and it is very cool. You can see it's got this really weird rubber texture on it, which is like sort of a protective coating. I think it's really cool and really unusual and something I've never seen on a speaker before. You can also see on the front we've got your buttons, so you've got your pairing button in the middle and then your volume controls at either side of that. Then around the back, if you uncover this flap here, you've got access to your charging port, your on and off switch and a 3.5mm input as well. So on the speaker you do have a couple of drivers, so you've got a couple in the top, so it actually fires upwards. Then you've got a small passive radiator at the very bottom of the device as well. So you're getting a pretty good sound representation here. So bundled with the speaker you do get a 3.5 to 3.5mm cable. You then get a really cool little wrist strap as well, so you can actually connect this to the speaker and then use it as a wrist strap. So if you're taking it out and about, you can just have it around your wrist, or you could possibly tie it to a bag as well, and that'll just keep the speaker safe while you're on your travels. So, and then finally you do get your USB charging cable. So now I'm just going to give you a quick sound demo just to let you hear what this speaker actually sounds like. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Syncwire for sending this product out to review and for helping make this video possible. So next guys, we've got a universal phone and tablet stand. So this is pretty cool because of how cheap it is. Now bear in mind this is an all metal stand and it comes in at under £3 UK. The actual stand itself is very solid, very sturdy. It holds your phone, tablet very well. So you can have your phone in landscape for watching videos, and then you can also have it in portrait as well, so you can actually go on Twitter and stuff like that if you don't like using your phone on your desk. So you can see on the actual underside of there we've got some rubber feet, so this just protects the side or bottom of your phone, and then you have got some anti-slip feet on the bottom. You can also see around the back and on the front we've got some cable management as well, so you can actually loop a cable through this, so you can actually use it as a charging dock as well. You can have it on a nightstand and plug your charging cable through it and just leave it in and then plug your phone in, and it's pretty cool. I mean, it's not a dedicated charging dock obviously, but it's pretty cool that you can actually utilize it for doing that as well. So for under £3, yeah, it might not be the fanciest bit of tech, but you can't argue with the price for what you actually get. So next up is the Orkey Mini Lock. So this is a 3300 mAh battery bank, and it's pretty cool because one, it's very cheap. Two, it's got obviously your output for charging your device off, and then input for charging the actual bank. But it's also got a really cool swipe feature, so you run your finger across the lights and it flashes to let you know how much battery you've got left. I think it's pretty cool, not a necessity, but a little nice feature to have. So this will charge your phone once, and then a little bit more depending on the size of the built-in battery you have. So like my Moto G here, it will charge that once fully, and then it'll have a little bit left over to give it around another 20-30% charge as well. So it makes perfect for emergency situations when you're out and about. Speaking of out and about, it's very slim, it's very compact, and you can easily slip this into your pocket alongside your phone, and it'll not add too much bulk. So that means you can still actually move around and it's not restricting your leg movement or anything. So it means it's basically just like having a thicker phone in your pocket. So that is it, the Orkey Mini Lock. So next up is the Syncwire charger. So this is pretty cool because one, it's very cheap. Two, it's handy to have for both travel and to have around the house as well. So what is it? So essentially it's an adapter for your mains. So you've got a couple of ports on here, so you've got 4 or in total, and it does power 34 watts, so you can charge tablets and phones, etc. So you can see we've got 4 ports, 2 are 1 amp and 2 are a faster 2.4 amp. So like I said, this is cool for travel. So you can see we've got a US adapter there. So if you're going to the US, you can just plug this straight in. If you're traveling to Europe, you do get a European adapter as well. So you can see you just simply slide that on and away you go. And then if you're traveling or live in the UK, you do get a 3-pin adapter as well. So that is pretty cool. So what I'm going to do now is just quickly show you how it all works. So you can see all that you have to do is simply get the right plug it into the mains, and you'll see a little blue indicator, and that'll just let you know that it is powered on and working. Then what you do is simply get your chosen device, plug it into the correct output. So for smaller devices, trickle charge it on a 1 amp. For bigger devices that you want charging quicker, put it on the 2.4 and it'll charge much faster. So that is it, guys. That is the Syncwire mains adapter. I think it's a pretty cool product. Again, it's very cheap. And if you haven't seen them already, all the links for these products will be down in the description. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Syncwire for sending this out to review. So next up is the Brainwavz Henger. So this is a really cool product, and again, very, very affordable. So this is really cool because, like I said, it's very cheap. It is solid, and I mean very, very solid. It's an all metal construction, no cheap plastic in it, and it is very, very well made. So to actually make adjustments with this, you will need a 4mm Allen key, because you can actually adjust the size to make it fit your desk. So what that means is, if you've got a thicker desk, you can actually adjust it to fit a thicker desk. If you've got a thinner one, you can actually adjust it to fit a thinner desk. So that is very cool. So how to install it? Well, simply all that you do is put it onto your desk, make sure you tighten it up, and that'll just hold it in place. Then next up, you see this little thread here. So what you do is simply screw that until it goes as tight as it can. And there you have it. That is it. It is that simple to install. Then it's ready to hang your headphones on. So that is it, the Brainwavz Henger. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Brainwavz for sending this out to review. So next up on the cool tech list is the Mudder Universal smartphone holder. So if you shoot smartphone photography or you shoot smartphone videos, this is very cool to have. So like everything on this list, it's very cheap and affordable and easy to use. So if you use a tripod for your photography and video work, what you can do is attach this to your hot shoe if you've got one, or to your tripod base if you don't have a hot shoe, and then you can just slip it into your tripod and get much smoother and cleaner videos, much more stable photos, and it just makes everything easier. And then you can pan, you can tilt, you can do all sorts of cool shots that you can't actually get stably with just your hands. So that is a really cool little accessory for you if you're into your smartphone filming and photography. So next up, guys, we've got the Soundpeats M20s. Now these come in at under a tenner, and they're pretty decent for that in my opinion. So they feature an all metal housing, which I was really surprised at for the price. The design is a little bit on the bland side. The build quality though is pretty good for the money, and I can't really complain there. They're reasonably comfortable too, and if you're one of those people that travels a lot and you don't want to take your really expensive main earphones, you can use these as a secondary set and not have to worry about your main ones. What's also cool is it comes with a universal microphone as well. So if you've got Android, iOS, Windows, BlackBerry, these will work and you'll be able to take calls with them as well. Then you get your standard 3.5mm jack. So not only are they really cheap, they look nice, they're very well built, they're reasonably comfortable too. They actually sound pretty decent as well. Obviously they're not going to be as good as say a pair of £20 earphones, £30 earphones, but for the money you can't complain at all. So I'd just like to say a massive thank you to Soundpeats for sending these out to review. So that is it for this episode of Cool Tech under £25. I'd just like to say a massive thank you to all the companies that provided some of this stuff to help make this video possible. So if you want to see the reviews of all this stuff on my channel, hit that subscribe button because they will be coming very soon. So thank you all for watching. Don't forget, links for everything is in the description. So thanks again, and I will see you all on the very next episode.